How do we do this? You're still gonna use your factor paper,
Yes.
but we call this what? Factor by what? Grouping. Let's say that factor by what? Grouping. And that is the method we're gonna be using to factorize this. What is factor by grouping? This is what we do, guys. So factor by grouping, can you see this or let me zoom in out a little bit?
No, we can see it.
You can see. So when we say factor by grouping, this is what you do. You're gonna pick your pen. Before you use your factor paper, we're gonna put this in two groups. So what do I mean by two groups? You're gonna split this halfway. Am I making sense?
Yes.
You split this what? Halfway.
Halfway.
Come up close so you can see. You split this what? Halfway. So when I say halfway, halfway. You're gonna do it separately. I want everyone to look up. Don't take any note yet. You're still gonna go online and copy, get your note from online. Now, you split it halfway. Now, and we're gonna focus our energy on this left side first. Let's focus our energy on the left side. Now, look at 8 and 16. What is the common factor?
8.
8. So we're gonna break this down using 8. So this is what? 8 times 1 and what? 8 times 2. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Am I making sense here? Yes. Now, but don't forget, both of them also have a u, right?
Yes.
But which one has the lowest exponent?
2.
2u squared. So we're gonna use that u squared to break it down. We're gonna say u squared. This one is what? U squared. But how many u do you see on the left side? 3. So how many more do I need? One more. Thank you, Davido. Now, which one? Now, can you see your GCF now?
Yes.
Is it easy to see now? Now, let's in fact, so what am I going to factor out now? Can someone tell me what is the GCF? So let's see. See, I'm done with using this, right? Let's factor out the 8, right? Cross it out. What else is a common factor?
1.
It's not 1, it's not common.
2.
Where's you? I don't see 2. U squared. Yes, U squared. So u squared. So cross this out, cross this out. So what are we left with now?
1.
It's not 1.
It's one.
1u. Thank you. You don't have to write the 1. I just say what? U plus, what do I have left right there?
2.
2. And there's a cheat code for the right side.
What's the cheat code there?
What is the cheat code for the right side? Check me out. We're supposed to do the same thing for the right side, but I'm going to teach you the cheat code. What is the cheat code? On the right side, you put parentheses on the right side. That's the step. Parentheses. And you see this that is inside the parentheses on the left side. Copy and paste. You're going to copy and you're going to what? Paste. Then you're going to ask yourself this question. What can I multiply to u? What can I multiply to this u? You see this u?
Yes.
What can I multiply to this u to make it negative 5u? That's the question you ask yourself. Or you can say, what can I multiply to this 2 to get 10? 5. Let's see if 5 works. Be careful. Let's see if 5 works. Let me put 5 outside here. Let's check it. What is 5 times u?
5.
5u. What is 5 times 2? 10. Does it work? Yes and no, because of the sign.
Oh, yeah. So.
But guess what is the sign going to be? Minus. Let's check if minus 5 works. What is minus 5 times u? Negative 5u. What is minus 5 times plus 2?
10.
Negative 10. Do you see the process?
Yes.
Now, how do you know you're done? Guess what you do? Parentheses, 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 parentheses. Guess what? You see 2u 2u. You're only going to copy this one time. That's what goes in the first one. U plus 2. And guess what goes in the second parenthesis? See this number and this number together goes into the second parenthesis. So this goes here, 8u squared, and this one goes here, minus 5. And you're done. Guess what? You can write it this way, or you can also write it this way. You can say 8u squared minus 5 and u plus 2. Either way, you're fine. Let's go to the next question. The next question, does it look like that? Yes. What do we do? Factor by what? Grouping. And what is factor by grouping again? What do we do? What do you mean? Like, I see you putting your hand up. Separate halfway, right? Let's split it up halfway. So when I say separate halfway, this is separation halfway. Did you see the separation halfway? I need everyone to look up my screen, not looking down. Separate halfway. Now, let's focus our energy on this one. Now, look on your factor paper, 3 and 15. What are we going to use to break down 3 and 15? 3, right? So, it's a common factor. 3 times 1, right? And this is what? 3 times 5. Everyone says that, right? Now, both of them have p, right? And how do we split up the p? P squared, right? You use the lowest exponent to break it down. P squared. And this one is also going to be what? P squared. But how many? One more. Did you see that? Huh? It's right there. All right, now, let's factor out. Let's see. Let's check it. What is the common factor that you see? 3. 3 goes outside.
Yes.
What else goes outside? P squared also goes outside.
And we take the one and Lewis exponent.
So what is left inside? 1p.
But we don't have to put the one.
We don't have to put the 1. Plus what? Plus 5. Can someone tell me, remind me, what do I do next?
You write the exact,
Parentheses.
Copy and paste.
Copy and paste. What do I copy and paste inside the parentheses?
P plus 5.
P plus 5. Now, can someone tell me what I have to put in the middle? Think about it. 7. Let's check it. 7 times P. 7p. 7 times 5.
35.
That's how you check it. So plus 7. And how do you know plus 7 goes there? Check it. And how do you check it? You distribute, but you're not really doing it. You just what? Distribute it. Am I making sense?
Yes.
You distribute it. Got it?
Yes.
Now, but you're not really distributing, you're just using it to check it. Now, my final answer, parentheses, parentheses. Can someone tell me what goes inside the parentheses?
It would be for the left side, you would put P plus 5,
P plus 5
and then you're gonna have to put 3p squared plus 7.
plus 7. Good
Or
job,
you can
son.
do it- Or you can do it the other way.
Oh, yeah, I can do it the other way around. You can write it this way, or you can also write it this way.
Either is fine.
P squared plus 7, P plus what? 5.
But I thought you said that. Oh, I get it now.
I get it.
Either way, you're fine. Am I making sense here?
Yes.
Let's go to the next one. How do we do this again?
Split it in half.
Spread it in half.
Spread it in half.
Can I try to do it?
Yes, please. Let's please.
So, parentheses.
Before we do that, let's see what we can factor. Let's break this down first. 2 times what? 2 times 1, right? Let's say 2 times 1.
Okay, both.
2 times 1. V W, right? And this is also what? 2 times 1. V. That's it. So let's see the common factor. 2, right? Let's factor out 2. And cross it out. What else is a common factor?
V, the,
Is it VW or just V?
V.
V. Because W is not common.
Yeah, it's not common because it's
Is it has to be what? Common.
Yeah.
So it's just V. It's just V. Now, can someone tell me what you have left?
1.
One,
So you don't have to put
one W. You don't have to put it.
wouldn't it be
W minus
W
1.
minus 1?
-1. And I forgot to tell you this. We don't factor out 1. Always leave 1. We don't factor out what? 1. 1 is its own V. Always don't factor out what? 1.
1. 1 is
You don't have to factor out what? 1. Always leave the 1 inside.
Why?
Someone tell me what goes there.
You gotta copy and paste the exact same one, but
Inside here, right?
yeah.
You gotta copy and paste it here too, right? And this would be W minus 1. And can
There's a button outside.
plus or minus? Let's check it. So it's gonna be plus
Plus 9?
Yeah.
plus 9. And how do we know it's plus 9? Let's distribute. You gotta check it. What is 9 times W? 9W. And what is 9 times 1? Minus 9 too. So that's how you know you get it right.
Yes.
Before you go to the next level, always what? Check it.
Check it.
Because sometimes your sign, you have to change your signs. Okay, so now what would be my final answer?
It would be
W minus 1.
And 2V
2V
plus 9.
Plus 9. Or you can write it the other way around.
Yes.
2V plus 9.
2V plus 9. Or what? W
W
minus. You can write it this way. Either way, you're fine. Same thing. How do we do this?
split it in half,
Credit.
Split it halfway.
and then you gotta check.
Let's break it down. So this is 7 times 1, right? 7 times 1.
And 7 times
7 times 1. And how do we break down the W's?
Lowest,
The lowest exponent.
exponent.
So W square. So W what? Square. But we need one more, right?
Yeah.
One more W. Now, let's see what we can factor out. What can we factor out?
7.
7. Do we factor out 1?
No.
Do we factor out 1? No. Now, what else can we factor out? No, not W. W square.
W squared.
Factor out W square. Now, what do we have left?
W.
W. Do I need to write the 1?
No. You don't have to put 1.
It would be
W
minus 1.
minus 1.
That's it. Well, that's not it, but.
No, that is, but for that side, for the left side.
And then for the right side, you gotta copy.
Copy and paste. And guess what? This is the only time we can copy and paste without getting in trouble. Again, this is the only time you copy and paste without getting in what? Trouble with Miss Ross.
Remember, guys. This is the only math that could copy and paste.
Without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, what's not getting so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Negative 8.
Minus 8, okay? And how do you know minus 8 goes there? What do you do to check it?
You have to see.
You have to distribute.
Do you have to distribute in your head
Yes.
to check it? Now let's check it.
8 times.
What is 8 times minus 8? Negative 8 times W gives you what? Negative 8. Does it work?
Yeah.
Now let's check it.
Negative.
Negative 8 times negative 1.
8.
Say that one more time, son. Say that one more time, son.
Oh, because
It's a positive.
Positive, because when you multiply or divide, same signs positive, different signs negative. So that's why it's the right answer.
Yes.
Now, what is my final answer?
W
W minus 1.
and S. I mean,
Negative 8.
7
7
W
minus
squared
Oh.
minus square
minus 8.
8.
Oh, there's no.
Or you can write it
But we can't write the square, so we just write it.
7W. You have to write it square, yes.
Yeah, you can.
7 square, right? Minus 8. W minus what? 1.